first thing in a pet shop is food. Now, as you can see here, this is the science selective food, which is the food that I feed my chinchillas. This is a really good food. And then the next food I'm showing is the Pets at Home Nuggets. This is okay, although it doesn't contain the best ingredients, so I would recommend a more high quality food, especially since it is a very similar price to the Science Selective. And as you can see here is actually the Nature's Touch Chinchilla mix, which is a really bad food option because it's a mix. It's also bad quality and it is really expensive. So I would just recommend sticking to a high quality pellet. It's usually not that much more expensive, and as you can see the mix is more expensive. So high quality chinchilla pellet rather than the mixes, which are sold here. There are some processed treats as well, although I don't think these are recommended for chinchillas, these ones specifically, just stay away from processed treats. And as you can see here, more processed treats, these ones are all from Vitacraft, and I don't know if these ones are specifically marketed towards chinchillas, but any kind of processed treat really, especially ones containing seeds and things like that, I would just recommend staying away from for all animals. Next is the wheel. Now this says it is suitable for chinchillas. This is a 12-inch wheel, I think, and this is obviously not suitable for chinchillas. It is too small and it is plastic. This is the only wheel that they sell for chinchillas, but it's not suitable. And then here are salt and mineral licks. Again, these aren't really suitable for any animals, but especially chinchillas. So just stay away from these because they can cause digestive issues in your chinchilla. Then here I'm showing the dust options they had available. Both these options aren't very good. They're not actually dust, they're sand, which doesn't penetrate the fur as well as dust does. So yeah, it's not as good. Then here is like an edible food bowl. These really aren't good because they contain ingredients that can be harmful for chinchillas, and because chinchillas love to chew, they probably will be ingesting all the kind of whatever it is, really, I don't really know what it's made of. Then here I'm showing hay balls. These aren't good. I have a video on cage items to avoid, and this was one of them because your chinchilla can get their limbs stuck. And as you can see on the label, it does say that it's suitable for chinchillas, but it's not. Then here are these edible toys, edible hides, all that kind of stuff. That is, these are not okay for chinchillas because of the harmful ingredients they could contain. And as you can see, it does say it's suitable for chinchillas, but it's really not. They contain like sawdust and honey and other things that really aren't the best for them. And then these are similar to the last thing. They're just like on chain, which means they're meant to be chewed, which just isn't a good option because they don't contain good ingredients. Then here I'm just showing the plastic water bottles. These aren't strictly not for chinchillas, but I would recommend a glass water bottle over a plastic one. And if you are going to use a plastic water bottle, use a water bottle guard. And then here is the hay rack. This is a small plastic hay rack, and this isn't actually marketed towards chinchillas, but it's just something to be aware of. Don't buy these. And then now I'm showing more processed treats. These aren't good for chinchillas because they contain ingredients that aren't very good for them. And then here is bedding options that aren't the best for chinchillas. These could be okay depending on the type of wood, but it doesn't specify what wood it is, so I would say stay away from it. And then here is some cage accessories. This is a plastic tube, which shouldn't be in a chinchilla's cage because it is plastic. And then here is a rope toy that says it is safe for chinchillas, but it is not. If your chinchillas chew it, it does have large threads that could cause intestinal issues, digestive issues, things like that, so stay away from that. Then here are some cages. They didn't actually have the chinchilla cage on display, but all cages sold at pet shops, with the exceptions of a couple, are not good for any animal. The one I'm showing you should not be used for chinchillas and shouldn't really even be used for rabbits and guinea pigs and other animals. Then finally I'm showing some paper bedding. This should not be used for chinchillas. I don't know if this one is marketed towards chinchillas, but that shouldn't be used. And then more just paper shreds and things like that. Now this isn't marketed towards chinchillas, but just stay away from it. It might look really comfy, but it's not very good for them.